to Kadra.
Instead it's going to be the Zaya. So Ezreal will be going towards the mid lane. Hans Summer has a bit of self-peel in the form of the Featherstorm, and that Leona will be moved to support.
I personally don't love Zaya into Braum, but, you know, his way towards mid lane. Caps.
Caught out by Vladdy. There's the stun as well with the permafrost, and Caps is just dead. Karmine Corp on the board, 3 minutes.
Broken Blade had Prior up there as well, so he's here to help out. And Mickey's also here ahead of Targamas, just hanging around and ensuring Vladdy didn't get dove. Anything silly? Hans?
Looking for the damage on Upset, who still has Cleanse and Flash. Hans only level 5, Upset down to 250 HP, but should be able to walk to the safety of his towers. Hans, okay.
Oh, okay.
So he right-clicks backwards, thinking it's taking him out of tower range, and autos...
So they could cross-map, but unfortunately for Close, he had to go back to base, right? After, because that little scuffle in the mid lane.
They are trying to find this top angle. Broken Blade doesn't have Dominus. Kana's running out of Mega Knight, though. They've got to pull the trigger now.
Wallop goes wide, so does the house. Closer going in, Broken Blade. Stunned up with the permafrost, Kana goes into Mini Gnar. Tank the tower relatively well with the True Shot Barrage. Is that enough damage on Closer to stop them? Closer tanks the tower, Broken Blade flashes, Vladdy goes in with the Fate Sealed as well. Broken Blade still surviving, but in the end, Kana chucks the boomerang into his back and takes the kill.
Honestly, you got to feel a little bit for Broken Blade. Barely got anything out of it besides the ultimates, but does a good job.
Closes down.
And I guess he buys so much time that he gets to
spamming both in the chat.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he's playing both sides.
You guys can tag him at RazLol is his Twitch. Just tag him.
Yeah.
Might be in the chat,
sure
might not. A grub fight beginning here as Yike lands the smite. Locked up though for the second with the Glacial Prison. Vladdy dashing in, Mickey there for the follow-up. Zenith Blade, Solar Flare for the stun, but a great Glacial Fissure from Targamas will keep G2 at bay, and now Vladdy turns his attentions over to Mickey. Broken Blade low, does have that Cold Meek, the Strangled Thorns down, Kana yeets Broken Blade against the wall, but pays for it with his life, unable to escape the plants.
An incredibly tense fight. It ends up being only a single kill. Vladdy, ooh, nice flash from Caps. Vladdy finding a good opportunity there. Mickey with
the freedom of play on something like
That's
Yone against
point.
G2.
And they've done a great job of playing around it, right? We're all the fights are the first tower of the game.
Vladdy gets slowed,
Yeah.
jumps away from the Zenith Blade.
Crossmap's still happening though. I think KC are okay with this at the end of the day, though it's 600 gold into Hans Summer's back pocket. And into a composition like KC where there's so much dive, Zaya getting further and further ahead. It's gonna feel a little bit rough, but
it's also jungle camps, right? Like, just Google it, mate.
Alright, I will.
Pressure from G2 up towards the top side. They force Vladdy a little bit low. Caps trading with him once again. Vladdy using that shield, dashing in, flashed away by Caps. Meanwhile, towards the bottom side, Closer's locked up in the Stranglethorns. Targamas puts the Unbreakable down as Upset tries to join the party, and Closer's locked up once again. Yike takes him. Leandri's burning up. Upset. Oh, he blasts Targamas back. A worthy sacrifice, Targamas falls.
That's 2 extra kills gained for G2. The thing that was crazy to me was both supports were just tanking so much in that fight. Now, the TP flank.
They see it.
Vladdy has flash, but he doesn't have Fate Sealed. Kana's looking for the flank, but he's only got about 1/10 of a bar.
Is Mini Gnar that threatening?
He's trying to build it up, but
No, he is not.
Okay.
So Yike did a pretty clever thing there where he spawned plants in the direction that Vladdy was traveling in, and then he just said, you deal with those. Lands the root onto Kana.
Yike no flash. There's the Gnar into the wall. Mickey flashing with the Zenith Blade. Yike will fall here, but it's Mickey that Targamas, that gets the shutdown. Caps kills off Kana. Meanwhile, Upset just got 1v1 by Hans Summer. Closer trying to get away as well. As Hans Summer starts to open up on this Zaya. Now he's on the wrong side of the rift. Closer has to flash. Can Vladdy chase?
Yes.
Vladdy has ult.
The answer is yes. Flash ult, he's dead. Okay, shut down over to Vladdy.
But you could look at it from the perspective of...
Way away from it. Upset starting to chip away at this top lane tier 1. Targamas locked up. Glacial Fissure coming down as well, but only Closer there to protect. Kana looking for the flank. Does have the Mega Gnar building up. Targamas still alive. Hans Summer coming in from the side. The Gnar into the wall as Caps is locked up. True Shot Barrage coming out, but Caps will go down. But there goes 2 in response. For a moment it looked bright for Karmine.
It really does feel like if you're not finding Yike or you're not finding Hans, the extended fight right now is going to suck. And even as I say that, Caps now has hit 2 high.
Was that it was just a secondary engage that could either start the fights or just follow up from the original.
Look how quickly they take down these towers as well. Double AD carry. Caps takes a bit of damage. Kana looking for the flank, but Broken Blade marking him well.
2.
Overall's a strong option.
Solar Flare used. Unbreakable does come out from Targamas. TP behind, counter TP immediately from Broken Blade. Glacial Prison, popped by Karmine Corp. Enemies get the stun on anyone. Kana marked by Broken Blade. The dash in from Vladdy. The knockback with Banav. Is it enough? Featherstorm comes out from Hans Summer as Kana is now isolated on the backline of G2. They peel well enough to kill off the Gnar.
KC were immediately retreating. Though KC looking for the fight.
Look for the steal here. Vladdy has no Fate Steel, goes in with a Soul Unbanned. Caps has to flash across the back of the wall. Closer trying to get in. Mickey there with a Shield of Daybreak stun in time. Mickey sacrificed himself for the Baron.
Consolation turret, but now with the Baron and Dragon spawning in about 20 seconds.
Follow-up. The lack of damage we've already seen is now just going to be accentuated by this Chem Soul.
Aren't really giving you too many opportunities. Perhaps you can find Broken Blade towards the top side, lock him up with the Glacial Prison, Fate Sealed as well. Broken Blade does have the flash and can use it across the wall, but a good chase by Vladdy. There's the Sterax though, that shielding so powerful, and Upset dives in. Vladdy takes the kill. What do Karmine Corp lose for that? Because G2 are pushing in as 4 towards the bot side. Targamas has to dash away. The tier 2 at least will be forfeit. Will it be more from G2 off this push?
I mean, Vladdy hasn't quite secured level 16. He's very close to that level up as Broken Blade being given time closer though with a nice angle.
Mickey jumps in. Glacial Prison onto Hans Summer. He cleanses away. Strangle Thorns, the Gnar for Mickey against the wall. Now he flashes. TP coming in. The Solar Flare only finds the slows as Kana now needs to try and retreat. He'll get some movement speed from going into Mini and gets away. G2 though still have a cannon minion to push down this tier 2 with.
All right, G2.
Very least. Baron in a minute's time, so resets need to come through for both teams. Kana knows he can't afford to overstay as well.
We only know that because Kana spotted him out with a Scryer's Bloom. Yike and Mickey looking forward. Upset has to pop the cleanse. The True Shot Barrage. Targamas tanks it with the Unbreakable. Glacial Fisher going down as well, but it's Mickey and Broken Blade on the front line. The Fate Sealed onto the back line though is beautiful, but Vladdy just doesn't have the damage to follow up. And now G2 have split Karmine Corp into 2 separate groups. Yike is down. Mickey stepping forward. Hans Summer gonna put the damage down onto Targamas. Another Void Seeker from long range. Targamas should fall here. Closer trying to get away. Targamas puts the Winter's Bite onto Hans Summer, but still hard escape. 2 for 1 so far, the trade. Mickey coming in. Oh, to get away! Oh, Cap spots him! It was blind into the bush. But
Quickly go back to base and contest it. You imagine they should be able to. But a tense situation.
Mogs, Targamas puts the Unbreakable down to stop the True Shot Barrage. The Baron buff empowering these minions for G2. The Void Seeker going wide there from Upset. Fate Sealed, Glacial Prison, still possibilities. Hans Summer has Cleanse and Flash and Featherstorm. He has everything he needs if he's the one caught out.
Vladdy.
3 plants go down. Vladdy looking for the flank, puts Control Ward into the bush. But now the Elder down to 7,000. Can Closer get in? He's already down to half HP. He tries to dash in, but he can't land the smite. Yike gets this one. The Solar Flare goes down as Kana goes in, but the GA only buys him a second. It's 2 for Yike already. It's 3 for G2, and the chase continues. Make it 4 alongside the Elder, the Baron for the next 2 minutes.
G2 are just too far ahead, and again, Vladdy, honestly, good work. Onto the back line, great ultimate, great Q3. But there's just not enough follow-up from KC, and it's not their fault. It's just G2 defending their ground really aggressively. And now with the Elder, with the Baron, with the Soul, they're looking to close out this series 2-0.
Ultimately, a commanding game 2 from G2, rectifying the issues from game 1 and cementing their superiority over KC. They're looking to end it in a clean 2-0.
Targamas goes forward. The last brick in a lonely blue wall has fallen. G2 will clean up the series. Karmine Corp have hope, but they'll have to work their way through the lower bracket.
Game 1, we